the economic loss caused by the pandemic. Millions remain out of work, industries are losing billions, and that's just the beginning. Welcome to our channel Fortune Focus, and in this video, we'll see what economic losses the current COVID pandemic has cost us. Coronavirus isn't just costing lives, it's also costing livelihoods. As the death toll rises around the world, and the disease continues to spread throughout the United States, reaching numbers it's hard to fully comprehend, it's costing the global economy trillions in lost income, business bankruptcies, tourism dollars, and more. So, just how much money will it cost us when all is said and done? Estimates from Bloomberg in early March put the potential cost at $2.7 trillion, but that was before coronavirus was declared a pandemic. The United States and the rest of the world went on lockdown, and most European countries banned American travelers. Now, according to a report from the Congressional Budget Office released over the summer, those numbers have ballooned exponentially. The CBO predicts that the pandemic will shrink the U.S. economy alone by approximately $8 trillion over the next 10 years, which roughly translates to a 3% decline in the GDP. Here's a closer look at what this virus is doing to us financially, and will continue to do in the coming months and years. Millions of Americans have lost their jobs. When businesses were shuttered, they weren't making money, which meant there wasn't any money to pay employees. Even the businesses that did remain open were negatively impacted by the shutdowns and the economy contracting. As a result, there were furloughs, then layoffs, and a general tightening of company purse strings, with some companies paying cuts or eliminating independent contractors. While small businesses are particularly susceptible to the effects of people staying home, away from crowds and businesses, even big businesses have faced sometimes insurmountable issues. According to research from investment bank Jefferies, bankruptcies from big companies increased 244% in July and August compared to the same period in 2019. So, how did all of that translate to workers? In April 2020, unemployment rates were even higher than they were during the Great Depression, notes the Brookings Institution, and more than 40 million unemployment claims were filed in the spring. While some of those jobs have come back, the picture is still not pretty. According to the U.S. Department of Labor's Bureau of Labor Statistics, 24.2 million people were unable to work or worked fewer hours in August because their employer closed or lost business due to the pandemic. While this is down from 31.3 million in July, it's obviously still a monstrous number. On a positive note, these are the states with the most COVID-19 related hirings. Personal bankruptcies. Even before the pandemic hit, many people were living paycheck to paycheck in this country, and things were precarious. Add in layoffs, child care issues, and costly medical bills, and it's a recipe for disaster. Back in March, at Healthcare.com, an YouGov poll found that nearly half of insured Americans worry about the costs of treatment if they came down with coronavirus, and that was among insured adults. Their fears proved valid. According to the BMJ, problems have arisen with the cost of testing, repeat doctor visits, extended hospital stays, and charges for out-of-network healthcare workers, even when a hospital is technically in-network. But all of this hasn't led to an avalanche of personal bankruptcies just yet. Why? For starters, these medical bills are just starting to accumulate, so their effect isn't yet fully known. Also, in terms of unemployment-related issues, as the New York Times notes, the government's stimulus packages help keep people afloat. But unfortunately, that $600 a week in federal unemployment payments ended on July 31. Now, bankruptcy experts say that a devastating financial storm is likely on its way. Here's what really happens when you file for bankruptcy. Payments are late. Many businesses, large and small, have to wait for net payment terms before getting paid, says Stephen Lee, co-founder of Invoice Finance Marketplace Crowds. With these types of global incidents, the delay in revenue further pushes out when a company gets paid, he explains. The loss of revenue from companies, factory shutdowns, or stocks taking a hit, and fear of global catastrophes like coronavirus have a huge impact on business cash flows. Late payments are being seen across the board, with everything from car payments and credit card bills to rent and mortgages. The CDC recently issued a temporary halt on residential evictions through the end of the year, warning that evictions could contribute to the spread of COVID-19. Here's what to cut out of your budget during the pandemic. These were just some of the economic impacts on finance during the pandemic, not to mention the losses to the tourism and other sectors that have financially affected millions over the world. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. What are your views about this? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.